Shelton, the recent sharp decline in the numbers of moose in this region was caused by a large increase. Oh, so many people missed this question. But caused by a large increase in the white-tailed deer population. While the deer did not compete with moose for food, they carry a dangerous pesticide that can be transferred to any moose living nearby. All right, so Shelton's saying like, hey, this recent decline in the moose in this specific region was caused by white-tailed deer, and it's not because they're competing for the same food. It's because the deer carry this parasite. Cool. All right, Malika, how does Russo respond?
Okay. The neighboring region has also experienced a large increase in the white-tailed deer population, but the moose population there has remained stable.
All right, so which of the following, if true, most helps to resolve the apparent conflict between Shelton and Russo's statement? So what kind of question is this, Malika?
It's is it a disagree like point question?
No,
No.
what does most helps to resolve mean?
Oh, like a resolve, paradox.
Paradox. Yeah, it's a paradox question. So what are our two things that are weird that are happening at the same time?
So Shelton's saying that the increase of the white-tailed deer is causing the moose population to sharply decline in this region. And then Rousseau saying in a neighboring region, there's also an increase of white-tailed deer, but the moose population there has not experienced a decrease.
Yeah, so why might that be? Like, why in one area might the moose be going down while in this other area it's not?
Because the other areas maybe more like there weren't that many moose there to begin with. Like it could be a city population versus the other one.
But why would the moose population remain stable though? Like, because even if there's only 5, like why wouldn't it go down to 4? It's hard. No, this one's hard. And this one, like, I remember thinking, like, I didn't love this one. I remember the first time I did it. So we're seeing up here, like, we have this population here. And in this population, the moose is going down because the white deer is going up. But then over here, we're saying that the deer is also going up, but for some reason, the moose is staying the same. Why might that be? Did you have any predictions here, Brittany?
I thought it was going to be like there was some kind of predator or something in one of the areas and not in another.
Okay, so what kind of predator? Okay, so that was it. Where would the predator have to be? Because we take our premises as true. So we're saying that the white-tailed deer do carry a dangerous parasite. So the one maybe here, or sorry, not on this one, maybe in this one over here, there's something that kills the parasite. Would that work, Malika?
Mm-hmm.
So we're killing the parasite in this one. For some reason, there's something in this one that's not in the other one. That would absolutely work. All right, Malika, go ahead and start with A.
Okay. A, the region with the declining moose population is larger than the neighboring region, and even after the decline, has more moose than the neighboring region. I don't think this like really shows the paradox because we're saying that one region had a sharp decline versus the other.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what their overall totals are. Excellent. So it's not A. All right, Brittany, you have B.
The region with a declining moose population consists mainly of high quality moose habitat, but the quality of moose habitat in the neighboring region is marginal. I didn't think that was it. I didn't think that doesn't really solve the problem though.
That's like the opposite. That's like, why would the declining moose population have high quality and the one where it's like staying the same be marginal?
Yeah.
I feel like if this was reversed, it could work where it's like but
maybe
yeah.
Care of better. I don't know if it was switched.
All right, let's go on to Brittany, you will go ahead and read E.
Okay. Moose require a habitat with very little human settlement, whereas white-tailed deer often thrive in and around areas with considerable human settlement. I I didn't think that one was it because I didn't think it didn't distinguish the two. Like it didn't tell me why one area was still better than the other.
Yeah, like it, because we don't know if one of these does have very little human settlement or not.
I mean, even if it did, it would need to tell me which was which.
Right, like if which one would have to have the little human settlement?
The one that was yeah, the one that stayed the same.
Yeah, excellent. All right, go ahead and read D, Malika.
There is a large overlap in the ranges of moose and white-tailed deer in the region with a declining moose population, but not in the neighboring region.
So what does this mean?
Okay. Well, now that I read it, it seems like super obvious. So it means that the region where there are moose and whitetail in one region, they're overlapping, so they're in contact and the parasite's being transmitted. But in the other region, that's not happening, and they're not.
Yeah, maybe like all the white-tailed deer live up here, and all the moose live down here, and they just don't overlap. So the poison doesn't get on them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Malika, go ahead and read C.
See, wolf packs in the region with the declining moose population generally prey on only moose and deer, but in the neighboring region, the wolf packs prey on a wider variety of species. I think that's like bringing in another, like the whole thing of wolf packs, and we're trying to identify the paradox between the parasite and the moose. Would that be why it's wrong?
I think it really doesn't explain why they should both still be going down. So even if this were true, it's not explaining why in this region over here, they're staying the same and not going down. Because if this dangerous pesticide still exists, like maybe it doesn't go down as quickly as the other one because where they're just preying on the deer and the wolf. But here it's not explaining it at all. Did you have any other thoughts on C, Brittany?
No, I had it down to C and D though, because I wanted it to be the wolves because I was like, yeah, it's the wolves. The wolves are, but then it didn't really make sense.
Why? Okay, why didn't it make sense to you?
Well, I mean, it didn't resolve it. Like I wanted the wolves to be like eating the moose and where they're declining. Like maybe the moose only live in the area with where it's declining, so they're eating all the moose. That's why they're going down. Like I thought it was going to solve it like that, but then when I read it, I was like, no, that they're not eating them.
Right. And the big thing too is we know that in one area the moose died because of the parasite. And so even though like the wolf is killing some of the moose, it's really not explaining like why is the parasite not killing them in the other area. Awesome.